Get that glare off the glasses. Hey. So let me see what's going on. A lot of times this thing. Gotta change the privacy settings. There we go. There we go. There we go. Looks like we in here. All right, we outside. Share it. Share it, share it, share it. Let them know we're here. Share to the group. Share, share. Get feedback. I'm going to take this off. Good morning, morning. Coach Rich in the building. Good morning, morning. A little morning tea, aka coffee. Beautiful week. Looking like rain this weekend. Jump on this morning. I don't have a bunch of time. Address a couple things. Yesterday we had the conversation. Well, not the conversation because I'm talking about myself, but I came on yesterday and spoke to the CQL debacle. And these folks, they hate when I mention their name, and I hate it when you mention mine. So just remember, whether you think I hear it or I don't, CQL has a lot of conversations about myself, and it is what it is. You don't like me, I don't have a problem with you. But the more I hear whispers about what you say, the more I'll come out here and talk about what I talk about. Leave me alone. Let me be. Let's all work in unison and work together. Work in our individual spaces. Do what you do. I'll do what I do. And let's get it popping. Lo, what's good, baby? So there was a letter put out yesterday. And I guess you could probably say it was regards to me and my life. So let's go in here and see what this letter says. Let's check this thing out. So CQL, parents and fans. With social media today, there's always misinformation floating around when an organization has to report on issues that matter. Recently, as you're aware, we are having issues with jerseys. We hired an American company who specializes in uniforms. We were told to order within deadlines, and we did. We were told they've been shipped numerous times. They were told they were not. Labels were generated. Still no date. We also have plenty of videos of jerseys being made with our logos with them, which is why we had hope. As of today, we still have labels with no date of delivery. We will not continue to be lied to. And it's best that we move forward. All of this was out of our control, and we apologize. Our associations will receive refunds. Please give them time to act. Thank you, CQL Executive Board. CQL. Great email. Way to address the issue. Look, man, you got scammed. You know, it is what it is. And It's unfortunate. So, my undisclosed sources called me last night after my live and told me exactly what this looked like and what happened. So it wasn't the CQL's fault. CQL got duped. CQL didn't get duped. The guy that CQL was using got duped. This gentleman was a middleman, not really an American-based company. Somebody doing this on the side as a middle guy, or a referral of a friend, someone that CQL was familiar with. I guess they knew who that person was, and that person sent them somebody. So somebody referred somebody to somebody. Somebody tried to get money off of somebody who tried to get money off of somebody who tried to get money, which is what I said yesterday. So we're talking about fact checking, man. Like one thing that we have to have is accountability, and people gotta love the truth, man. Like right now, we're talking about. Hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can't. Y'all can hear me. We good. Um, Man, right now we're talking about the fact that the league has no jerseys. What is the issue at hand? The issue at hand is that the league has no jerseys or t-shirts, whatever you guys were doing, t-shirts. And then when I was like, I'm kind of hearing these numbers, $25 a shirt and all this craziness, man. Like, it wasn't even a good deal. Or, well, I guess the guy was trying to get him to the good deal. So, company that obviously you guys were using before, company that CQL used previously, the vendor, the person that they were going through, no longer was offering the service, and this is the reason why they went outside of that. So they got. It is what it is. They didn't directly get got. The person that they went through got by going to a, I guess, Pakistani company or whatever. He's been sending videos. It's just a scam. You know how the scams go. We can, how much does it cost? How many fake videos of jerseys with logos can I make for probably 30, 40K, right? Plenty of them. You can make a jersey or two. Despite whether it's late, whether it's really a scam, whether the guy just got duped on his expectation levels, a lot of people out of money. CQL's out of money. The kid's been cheated out of half their season. The bigger issue is not me talking about it. The bigger issue is, what do we do to correct it and make sure it doesn't happen again? My issue with people, man, is accountability, and the fact that we are more mad because I'm on here talking about what happened than figuring out what the solution is. That's why it's so easy for people such as myself to do well in life and in the world, because of people that have no accountability, they take no responsibility, and they don't want to just fix things. They're too worried about people hearing the truth. I've dealt with plenty of people like this. These people that want to mask in disguise, look pretty, but ugly on the inside type of shit. Like it's bad. You be concerned about the fix. Like, okay, if you're going to figure out the jerseys or uniforms, and we're going to figure out the money that was lost, we're going to figure those things out on day one of the season. If it's not here and we can't fulfill our obligation, we have to do something to fulfill the obligation to the kids. Will there be money lost? Will there be this, that? Yes. At the end of the day, we trying to make sure the kids are good. And grown folks are worried about getting their feelings hurt or butt hurt because I make a post, as opposed to figuring out what's the fix. Once again, refund. We give them time to do it. It's week 3. CQL needs to do something right now this week. You can go get shirts and jerseys made if you stop waiting on this scam that y'all knew was a scam 2 weeks ago. Let's talk about the truth. Let's fact check it. You guys smelled that this thing was a scam 2 weeks ago. You weren't really sure, but I'm erring on the side of caution if I'm a commissioner, if I'm in charge of the organization. Somebody said it's easy to say for somebody that has been in the driver's seat for 30 seconds. Man, listen, man, I've run my own organization for multiple years. I run my own company. I work for myself. I have multiple employees. I have multiple levels of staff. I have multiple organizations as well that I run. The reason why I understand what I'm talking about, y'all can think all the stuff is whatever y'all want. I'm the 50 Cent of Richmond. And right now, the CQL is Ja Rule. I'm trying to tell you, marketing is what I do. Business is what I do. You might not like how I look. You might not like the color of my skin. You might not like how I talk. You might not like the boys that I bring to your leagues to play football. You don't have to like any of those things. But what you will like is how I get my business done and how I handle my business. The reason why I don't have certain issues are that you guys are too worried about how I look or how I present as opposed to the information that I'm giving you. What's the quality of my coaching? What's the quality of what I do with my kids? How do I present when I come into a boardroom or a business? Because for multiple years, I wore a tie to work every day. That's where I wear hoodies now because I earned the right. So just because you got to still go to work does not mean that you're a better businessman than me, because you are going to work for somebody else. I run my own ship. So let me explain to you guys why I know that this is bad business, and you got to find out and think about ways to fix. Now, if this was your first time getting this done to you, and like I said, CQL, I've always said the CQL is a well-run organization. I've never said that. I don't like the quality of football, and I don't like some of the misconceptions that get from the parents that have the kids that are in there that think that the kid is playing a high-quality level of football. It's not a high-quality level of football, and that's okay, because football is not for everybody. Football is not for everybody. Like this idea that football is for everybody, flag football is absolutely for everybody. 7-on-7 is for everybody. Tackle football, big bump football is not for everybody. And if CQL, why am I concerned with CQL? Why I'm concerned with Chesterfield Quarterback League? Well, because I live in Chesterfield. And what you guys don't understand maybe is that the quality of your youth organizations is going to directly impact the quality of your high schools, which directly impacts the quality or opportunities for your kids to go get scholarships at a high level and for them to be successful once they get to college. See, you guys are surface level. Your brains are not working on the level that mine is. The biggest organization that handles football in Chesterfield County is not providing the highest quality of football. Therefore, I have an option or alternative. And there's a pushback from me with my option or alternative, with leagues saying I'm stealing players and they're not letting their kids come to my practice. Or if they come to my practice, then you want to sit them on the bench and tell them that they're not going to play. Obviously, if they're coming to a FLi Boys practice, they're better than all the kids on your team, because my team is a competitive team. You have to compete to be on a roster on the FLi Boys team. So why does Midlothian and Cosby and these teams, like, what type of level? But the thing is, what I think that you want is you want the level to stay low, because the lower the bar is, some of you guys whose kids can't really compete, now they got an opportunity. Now they've got a situation where, oh, I don't want it to be too high because that means my kid can't play. Why not raise the level of your kid? Raise the standards of the area, the county itself. The biggest part of the county in football is CQL. I could take a few key elite players, take them out of that situation, because those kids get penalized in the CQL. You guys are not hearing what I'm saying. I want your kids to go play and have fun. I want your kids to be able to get reps. If I bring my kids to your league, your kid doesn't get reps anymore on a team of mine. But in the CQL, they're going to sit the good kid down because it's for everybody. We want everybody to play. We want everybody to get an opportunity. And that's amazing. But I'm not going to penalize a guy or a parent or a family that says, you know what, my son's a little taller than everybody, he's a little faster than everybody, I'm going to send him to Rich 2 days a week to go get training. And then when he comes to play with his friends, the coach is going to sit him on the bench because you're jealous of me, or you don't like me, or you don't like how I present. The quality of football in the high schools in Chesterfield County is directly related to the youth football programs. Anybody in the country will tell you that youth programs dictate your high school programs. And if the youth programs dictate the high school programs, and your high school program is going to dictate my child's ability to go to the next level, either I'm paying for private school, which I currently do, so I have no issues with that if that's what we're going to do. Trinity, what's up? Richmond Christian, what's up? I have a mob of kids. There's NIL deals available. You guys will lose a lot of the kids that are more talented to the private schools if you don't fix it. And if the biggest pool of kids for football comes out of a league that's not offering the highest quality of football because of certain rules, well-run organization, the well-run league, well-run organizations, well-run league. But you got to make sure that you raise the level of football. And in order to raise the level of football, you got to come outside CQL. Stop telling your teams they can't be on multiple rosters. Stop telling you, then you leave CQL. Stop telling teams that they can't play in other leagues, that they can't play in tournaments, that they can't do anything outside of CQL, and housing everything and having this master control of everything if you're not going to offer the highest quality of football. If you're going to offer the highest quality of football, then house everybody. Do everything in-house. But you don't want to hear from football guys. And you've got some talent in the league. I hope that there are some people from the CQL that come and participate and compete for FBU. But let me say this to you, and let me make this loud and clear. And this is the sad part. I can easily win a national championship without taking one kid of the 2000 from the CQL. I can go right over to Henrico and go take damn near. Listen, this is a state team. A state team. You are not bigger than the game. Less is more sometimes. I don't need 40 kids. I don't need to take all the friends of the friends. I don't need to call this All-American and make you pay a bunch of extra money. I don't need to do all of that stuff in order to try to sell a dream. Come outside and play. I know you do, CJ. And the problem is, and the thing about this is that all I'm saying is the truth. Nobody is, the only thing that people are upset about is the fact that I'm saying it out loud. I work for myself. I manage myself. And I do not play coach in the CQL anymore. I wouldn't coach in it when I first got there. I interview parents to be on my mob. Parents are being interviewed when you come to practices. I watch you. I give you baseline. I'm telling you, yes, I'm an early stage organization, obviously. But at the same time, I'm not new to football. I'm not new to what a high quality coach looks like. And at the end of the day, all I'm doing is calling out things that we're already seeing. It would have been a great opportunity for CQL to partner with FLi, right? Because we produce high quality. There should be a funnel in Chesterfield for a program that can provide high quality. That's all I asked for the last 2 years. But you try to shun me. You try to fake like you're creating it with the All-American games, and you don't want to talk to Coach Rich, and you don't like Coach Rich, and you think you're gonna tell me I can't coach in the CQL. Like that is what are you taking from me? Nothing. I can build from the ground up. I'm resourceful. I have resources. I'm okay. I promise you. I have my own facility. I have my own field out back. I promise you, I have ability to go and take care of what I need to take care of. The next thing's going to happen is, watch, when I try to start it, it'll be, unfortunately, no fields will be available for me, and they'll try to blackball me. Let's call that out. Instead of creating a partnership, like I said, where CQL and FLi is working together, we're here in Chesterfield right now, and we can't work together because you guys want to try to blackball me out, or you want to shun me, or you're upset about what I'm talking about. Listen, don't fix a thing in CQL. Keep it the same, and then send the better kids to me. And then let everybody play football in the CQL that you want to play with your parameters that you put around. All this crap about, building, you got a whole county that's in multiple levels. I go on different places and hear the same BS everywhere I go. You go to daggone under the lights, and the parents that have been hypnotized by this, you built a super team and all that stupid shit that they say over there, man. Man, stop playing, man. Build a super team of 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds. You guys sound crazy because your kid's getting beat. Nobody built a super team. We know how to play football, and you don't. You got a freaking baseball coach coaching your team. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's insulting that you can even tell yourself that you're going to be on the same level as myself, who does this all day, obviously. This is literally my job. I'm at my football office right now. I'm at my football office right now, getting ready to plan for the fall, plan for the summer, plan my summer camps, work on sponsorships for my kids, work on things that I need to get on. I got a couple kids that got some issues because we mentor and we talk to these kids as well. I got some kids whose parents have called me and said, hey, such and such is having problems at school. I'm about to get on that. I'm working in my community to work with my kids because I'm not concerned with the grown folks over in the CQL and what they have to do. This is real life for me. This is something that changed my life, something that works well for a lot of young men to keep them out of trouble, keep them off the streets. If you can do it at a high enough level, get them ultimately a scholarship, get them in school, get them an education for free. So why am I serious about it? Because it's serious. All the people who have kids that are not having the athletic ability that other kids have always want to make some excuses for their child about somebody's taking something too serious. It's not about taking things too serious. My kids have the most fun. I go to these leagues and it's freaking cricket quiet on the sideline. Why do you think you can hear me everywhere you go? You're not even cheering for your damn kids. You're not having fun. It's something that you got to do. It's a painful another practice or game or program that you got to go to. My kids love the game. My kids have fun everywhere we go. I do a good job of making sure my kids are having fun while they're learning the game. And I'm not playing about no discipline. If you've ever come to my practices, I do not have discipline problems at my practice. You know why? Because I interview the parents as well as the kids. If you don't handle your shit at home, I know those are the same kids that are going to have the temper tantrums and the bullshit in my practice. And typically what happens, you guys end up taking your kids off the team like you're making me lose something. I'm not changing my message. Take your kid. Take your kid. You don't hurt my feelings by taking a child that has a discipline issue. Yes, sir. Mason is locked, man. Man, these kids love this. When they get structure, a kid gets structured like this. The thing about football, like the people that aren't good at it call it a game and say all of this, but like football is a lifestyle. Like my man, and listen, football is a lifestyle. Football is a way of life, and it is becoming the most popular game in the country. There are kids going to college getting $1 million contracts to play college football. You guys are still living in the past, and a lot of you know that your kid probably not going to make it, which is fine. But to tell my son he scored 3 touchdowns on 3 carries, so now you need to sit down and let somebody else run the ball. That sounds crazy. You don't reward that? No, let him score 7. Everybody's going to touch the field. We left Palace and Chiefs. So yeah, man, listen. DQL. Tighten up, man. Tighten up. We got to tighten up. Chesterfield football is going to be a result of the quality that you put out. If you have a program such as FLi Football, somebody that can actually take this game to another level in the county with elite level athletes, teach them better structure. Maybe if your coaches let go of some of their pride, I know what you stand. You got that Lee son up there. Some of y'all got to swallow your pride. I couldn't find it when it was on the joint. Who said it? They just rolled up. Some of you guys got to swallow your pride. It's a lot of coaches that could benefit from coaches clinics. I got a facility, CQL. Let's sponsor a coaches clinic. Let's sponsor a 7-on-7 coaches clinic. Let me explain to you why what you're doing in the spring is a complete waste of a spring if you're teaching kids that they got to cover 6 wide receivers and the center can go out. The issue is you've got numbers and you've got followers and you've got sheep that go and listen to everything you say. And if I was subject to only your league, which a lot of people are, because where they live, the only teams that they know is the CQL. So a lot of them don't even know what else to do. Guess what? Rich Rogers is coming. I'm starting my own. And everybody is not invited. So it's okay. We will have tryouts. You will have an opportunity to practice and play at a high level. And if you don't make it, you will have an opportunity to get involved with the training that you need to facilitate you at a high level. On multiple levels. We will have lineman training, linebacker training, running back, DB training, along with strength and conditioning, speed and agility. There's not another program like it in the city run by Division I athletes and high school coaches and college coaches. There's nobody else here. I don't care about D1 football up to $50 a week. Okay, yeah, unlimited. Go in there all you want to. You're not getting the football knowledge. You're not getting the football acumen. You're not getting the things that we're giving here in our setting, in this football and in this building. Guaranteed. Doesn't translate. Thank you. You got a whole spring of football that doesn't translate. You guys got to hear this. And watch this. I know it's going to change. Y'all are going to change it. You can't not change the rules. If you don't change the rules, you're only not changing the rules because I said it, what makes you ignorant. And you guys are not ignorant. So you got to change the rules. You got to get rid of play downs. Next season, there should be no play downs. Why are you allowing a kid that's too old to play with kids that are younger than him, thinking that's making him better? That's not a real thing. Once again, these rules were made by people whose kids were not good enough to play football, and they created their own game in Chesterfield. This is their own game. Like the CQL is their own game. Literally playing down is absolutely ridiculous. No more play downs. Y'all type it in the chat. Y'all type it in line. No more play downs. You got 2,000 people in that league. The majority of them don't want it. The teams that want it and the teams that won't vote for it are the teams that are benefit from having a stud that's winning these championships. Because the focus is not trying to build the kids up. The focus is them winning a little league plastic trophy. Thank you. No more play downs. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, that you allow a child to play down in sports. Play up, I get. Play your age, okay. Play down? Literally, somebody made that rule because their kid wasn't good enough that was on the board. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Play downs is a rule, needs to change. Spring football 7-on-7, you got to change the rules. Give me a call. I will consult you. I will show you guys how you play real 7-on-7. So it will be something that translates. None of this translates to actual high school, middle school football, period. If you want to be under the lights, then play under the lights. Don't call it 7-on-7. And don't think that it's a development, that it's just a fun game. And you got 2,000 kids that you are teaching to play this game and then wanting to go in the fall and teach them how to play it the right. Like, what are you talking about? You're not consistent. It's not even making sense as a program, right? CQL, you've got the most kids. You've got the most ability. Get with me. You've already got the kids. You've got kids that can elite and bubble out. It's okay for some of those kids. And listen, this is what you should do. Why don't you, like, you'll go to an All-American game. Send those kids to that game, like the participation bowl, right? Or call it the superstars. Call it the CQL superstar team, right? And this is just an idea. Take them to that 5-star All-American and let those people pay and take them to the superstar. And that's something that if somebody has CQL is a Chesterfield quarterback league, Diggy. They're the largest league. I don't know how big Metro is comparatively, but they're the largest league in Chesterfield, obviously. They got the most kids in it playing football. So my suggestion is go to those. Like, it's nothing wrong with getting your kids an experience, right? I'm never against that. Go get them the experience. Get them to take them to wherever, North Carolina, wherever you guys want to go, the 5-star tournaments, whatever. I think that's great. I think that's a great developmental thing. You got to have stages, man. You got to have something for the kids to achieve. FLi football is something for the kids to achieve right now in Chesterfield. A lot of people that want to come and be a fly boy. Most of your kids want to be fly boy. Whether they tell you or not, and a lot of times it's because of the conversation that the parents have at home that the kids hear. But the kids like it secretly because they're watching the videos. Views popping up every day. Check out the YouTube. Go like and subscribe, share. Come on, man, support. All we need for support is like, subscribes, and shares, and then YouTube takes care of the rest. But your kids want to be fly boys because we have fun. Because I go out and I'm not too stuck on myself or too prude to come out and wear a cooler outfit and have fun and celebrate with my kids. If we're winning by 30 points, I don't care if my kid gets a flag. If my kid wants to wear a cool hat, he can wear a cool hat. I'm going to wear a chain. Like, you guys are being so SpongeBob SquarePants and stuck in 1980 football that you're not allowing the kids to have fun. And therefore, you're not having the levels of development that you want, because the kids that are really good want to earn the right to have fun. So send those kids down to an all-star game or whatever. Then send the rest of the kids to me to try out. Look, don't do that. Hey, listen, you got to come and put your kids in a competitive situation. So I would definitely, no SpongeBob SquarePants. So I would definitely suggest that you have something for those kids that you want to recognize from the CQL, that maybe this is their last opportunity to play football. Maybe it is, right? And I respect that. Like, let them run through this thing. But there's also an alternative where you can say, sir and ma'am, I recognize something in your son, and I don't think he's getting what he needs out of this. Y'all remember I-9 football? Y'all, most of y'all know I-9 football, right? I love I-9 when RJ was 4. What do I look like taking RJ to go play I-9 right now? That's how some of your kids look like scoring touchdowns in the CQL. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's not that it's not a good thing for them to play for them. What I'm saying is, put them in something that's going to translate to being competitive. Stop keeping them in these comfortable situations where they're not competing. They're just the best kid on the team. And that's why they do this. Oh, don't build a super team. No, that means don't bring competition that can take my son's spot. That's what you're doing. You guys are not worried. This super team thing that you talk about is BS. You guys don't want competition on your teams because you don't want nobody to challenge your kid for their spot. So if you want to play daddy ball, you can play daddy ball because you can keep the quarterback that's better than your kid over there because of the rules. That's all it means. Nobody wants to say this out loud. And then y'all go on your board meetings with your play downs and all this crazy stuff that y'all do with all these barriers and all this stuff with no super teams. Man, listen, less is more. If you guys shut down, if you guys were to close down the registration a little bit, down to 1,000 players that actually are good at football, and tighten up your program and heighten that level, I would say raise their registration fees, double them. Shit. Double registration fees. Yeah, parents, y'all agreeing with me. Keep on agreeing. Double registration fees. Improve the level of the programming, reduce the amount of kids that you got to take in, offer a higher level with better coaches, better development, and take away all these rules. And if you got 4 or 5 super teams, you got great football that's going to feed your high schools. Now, if you're not going to do that, let those good kids go, because you tie up their seasons and you're tying up their years, and they're not developing. They are not developing at the level that they should. Parents are starting to see it, and parents are starting to call me. A lot of parents and a lot of these organizations are saying, Rich, you was right 2 years ago. School don't have nothing to do with it. No, the school don't have nothing to do. No, school, listen. Yeah, sign the waivers. Look, these waiver spots and these waiver slots, like, look, I would love to be a part of the CQL, but y'all know my team would beat y'all every week. Y'all know that. That's why you don't like me. I spent 2 seasons in the CQL. We got 2 championships. What's the super team? Carol, they said I'm a super team now. I went from being super sorry last year. I took a 0-6 Canes team from the spring. That 0-6 Canes team came through and went to the state championship, and I'm building a super team. Tell me, if you can build a super team, why wouldn't you? If you have the ability to recruit and go get kids, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? A lot of you can't do it. You know why you can't do it? That's the second time I've heard this week. Please continue to emphasize this. A lot of you can't do it because you don't have the level of coaching. And kids, as much as they can dictate their friends or where they want to go, kids are not the ones that are making the determinant. The parents are going to the practice and watching their kids at your practice. They're watching their kids at your practice. They're watching the level of fun they have. They're watching relationships that they build. And that's why the CQL does a great job of building the relationships now. The kids have fun, but it's more fun than practice. So why tie that kid up for 3 days a week? Why can't tie that kid up and tell them that they can't come to FLi? If they're a FLi boy, your kids should only be required to come to one day of your practice. They score every time they touch the ball at practice. If they scoring every time they touch the ball in the game, I know at practice they scoring. I know when I sent JoJo, when JoJo goes over there to Crenshaw, he's smoking people every play. RJ, when he was at practice, he smoked people every play. Cam Den, I know they over there smoking people every play. The people that came from FLi smoking people every play. Lath Quan smoking people every play, right? So if that's the case, man, stop making these kids come to your practice and make that a determinant whether they start or not. Are they the better kid for the position? Is it competitive? Is it not? You guys keep going, well, you got to come to practice, da-da-da-da-da. If your practice maybe isn't good enough, why would we come to your practice? On the super team in the area, and that is competition for the other teams, right? Carol, right now, they got me playing a 9U this weekend for tackle. They got me playing up this weekend for tackle because we are a super team. They're checking IDs of my kids every week because we're a super team. Y'all, you know, people don't ever give anybody their flowers, right? And there's a guy, he's my boy, and he didn't know any better, but he's the one that drove me to start emphasizing my ability to coach a little bit more. I've always been able to train. I've always been able to coach. I've been doing this for 15 years, at least, right? Easy, okay? Training, coaching, working with kids, 15 years, right? My boy Wayne Pugh's over there coaching at John Marshall right now. I was training him. He's coaching that at high school. So, like, a lot of people sleep on me because I didn't come outside. I didn't come outside till recently. Don't call my phone. I need to be on Do Not Disturb. How I do that? DND. Don't call me. But I've been doing this for a long time, man. I've been doing this a long time. Super team talk, the recruiting talk, acting like I'm paying for players talk. All that is disrespectful to my ability to coach. My ability to coach, my ability to have some structure and organization without making this shit suck for the kids, the ability to allow my kids to have fun, and my ability to be able to run a program. I won't tell you which team I told I would have been a head coach for, and they danced around the subject and they missed the opportunity. I head coach 4 teams right now, and we haven't lost a game yet. All my kids love me. All my kids coming back. The kids follow me. The kids follow me. My kids that went, the reason why it looks like a super team is because I don't brand with any organization. I said this a long time ago. I'm never going to brand with an organization. If I pull up to your organization, God bless you, we about to go win the championship. Check my resume. Don't matter where we gone. Like I said, came through the CQL. When the last time Winter Park won a game? Probably the last time I was there. Nothing wrong with the organization, but we went and got a championship. FLi Boy is going to be my fall org. Man, listen, I'm going to let God play that card, right? If it's in the clouds for it, then I will. If I got the kid for it, then I will. You know, 707. My tackle team too, Diggy. My tackle team got to play 9U on Saturday. They're making me bump up a level of coaching. Now on my 7-on-7, we went out there and smoked that this weekend too. We did that. OC Rich put up 100 points, 2 teams. One of the teams was a CQL. It was a CQL mixture. They're going to come back this week ready. I know they're going to be ready. But don't come over here thinking that this is the CQL. And if you don't know the difference, you should come and check us out on Sunday. Yeah, we're going to smoke them this weekend. We're going to go play that 9U, and we're going to go smoke them this weekend. But I have a team, and under the lights, they say it's a stacked team, a super team. Y'all don't understand how many people I know and affiliated in the area. Y'all mamas and daddies with your bullshit text messages and your comments on the sideline. I got ears and eyes everywhere. I get the text messages. I get everything. I get everything. So when you like, oh, why is he talking about CQL? Because CQL talks about me. I got receipts. And I've said nothing but improve the league. I'm asking you to improve the league. I'm asking you to approve the league because you're the biggest program and organization in the entire county. You guys have got to understand that, or not be mad at the truth. Can't be mad at the truth. It's disappointing that you don't want to hear what I'm asking guys to do, but you want to go and you talk. Like I said, I got the receipts. So when we come out there on Friday nights or under the lights and y'all bitch moan and groan about the super team, and then you go tell your kids that the reason that they lost because we were the national champions. I ain't win no national championship yet. Where you get that from? Oh, you just making up bullshit to make your kids feel better about the fact that you can't coach and you try to daddy ball, put your son at quarterback and he can't play quarterback, and you didn't put together at least you got to at least have a quarterback. If you're gonna play 7-on-7 or flag football, you got to have a quarterback. And it's okay, right? Like, it's an honor for you to get beat by us. Understand that. It's an honor. You should tell your kids, hey guys, you should be proud to get beat by this team. All right. Great group of coaches, man. Yeah, so hey, look, we gonna I'm a transition, man, but it's just irritating, man, for people to discredit my kids, my staff, the people around me, my ability to build a team, my ability to put together programs. Like, if you're not sitting back and looking at this body work, anybody that came over here when I got this building facility a year ago, renovated the thing, got the walls painted, put down everything in here, it's nothing but trophies in here. This is from one season, and if you come in the back, we don't have nothing but trophies on it over there. Trophies. Winning trophies. We coach at a high level. When y'all send text messages about me, put them in chats or send them to your friends or whatever you do about who's rich and how y'all don't like it, then guess what? It gets to me. And guess what happens to the next team the next week when you do that? Now I'm going to put another 50 up on them. Y'all making your bed hard. Just respecting and say, Rich, you're a good coach. Just respecting and say, Rich, you got some kids that work hard. Don't make all those excuses. The excuses are the reason why some of your kids ain't that good. Because instead of making excuses, I've heard some parents say, and this is a good parent. See, that's what I try to tell you. When I tell you get off that game, you don't want to get off that game, then you get your butt whooped out here. That's what you should say. Instead, y'all coddle them, make them feel better, go buy them some ice cream, and send them back in the house to go play the game again. Your parenting skills suck. And I'll tell, listen, this is how I talk. Fix it. Don't get in your feelings. Fix it. Trophies and keys. Right, we cheated, man. Every time, man. Listen, I mean, weekly, we cheating. You can't jump. Look at them; they're being so aggressive. Get all you're making my kid feel bad. Rick, get out of here! You're making my kid feel bad. I remember that. Somebody came over here, man. You get your bike back. You get your bike back. Y'all know what it is. With me, you go get your bike back. If you get beat, you get your bike back. Bass, you already know how I do. With my kids, if good things happen, we keep playing. Bad things happen, we keep playing. Guess what I teach my kids? I teach them resilience, right? I teach them resilience. I teach them how to get through things. They're going to go through bads and they're going to go through highs and go through lows. Unfortunately, this is crazy. We beat people by 50 and 60 points in Richmond, and then we got beat by 20 points, 20, 25 to 6 or something like that when we went down to Florida. Might have been 30 to 6. Thank you, Carol. You already know I got a connection with the kids when they come through. They're always gonna love Coach Rich. Dynamics gonna think, and that's all right, Carol. That's all right. You still my dog, and there's no love loss. Y'all see that? That's one of my parents here, Carol. I don't know which platform she's seen. Y'all seen it on, but Carol's son Trey, that's my dog, and Trey's a hard worker, and he's just getting rolling, and he's just getting good coaching. You know, it's hard that when you come to a team like this that has a higher level to get to fall by the wayside. And he was falling a little bit by the wayside until he gets more developed, until he continues to grow a little bit more. And I know Trey will be back because he's working his butt off because he want to be with Coach Rick. I know he does. So it's going to be fine. But we building something here. FBU is building the talent pool that's going to make sure that we are getting better. And I am more interested in Chesterfield football as a whole, what we can do by having more control over the youth sports and the development that comes from them, as opposed to using them as a money grab or a popularity thing or FBU 10U. You already know, baby. Like we got to make sure that we have this thing set up right. So ultimately, my goal in the fall is to have FLi Boys football, special announcement, FLi Boys tackle football in the fall. Okay. Registration will drop by the end of the week. Registration will not have any dollar amount assigned to it because the dollar amount assigned to it will not come to you until your child makes the team. We will make sure that we do tryouts early enough that if your child does not make my team, he has the opportunity to still go to CQL. Okay? Still go to CQL. CQL is not going anywhere. And if they're good enough to come and try out for my team, whether they make it or not, I'm sure they'll be good enough to go to a CQL team and make them all. If the team was to try to blackball them for whatever reason, I think that's idiotic. But listen, there's other organizations out there. I haven't created enough strategic partnerships with people because people are so intimidated. But it's okay, right? Chalkley has been great. Great opportunity to be at Chalkley. Canes were great. Great opportunity with Chains. Shout out to Scott. That's my guy. These are organizations that allow me to come in and run my program and do what we do because they understand what I'm building, right? Any program that I've talked to, and I won't tell on your organizations, but there's been a lot of conversations with organizations. A lot of them. Y'all know about some of them you don't. But we had conversations about joining the organizations and what we can add to add to those organizations, what we can add to their coaching, what we can add to their kids and their player development. And nobody wants that. They just want their kid to be able to play. They can say whatever they want to and try to make it sound as sexy and cute as they can. But at the end of the day, all these folks are looking for their kids to play, and they don't feel good when their kid doesn't play. If your kid's not playing in a competitive situation, then put him in a less competitive situation if that's your goal. If that's your goal, then let him. That's all your goal. If you want him to develop and be able to compete, then let him struggle through that, and they'll go and they'll go. I ain't telling you what league we going to. No. I know one thing. Listen, I will tell you, we're not going to CQL. They don't like me yet. Hopefully, we can get this thing together where we're going to look back at it and be like, look at Rich and the CQL partnership and the FBU partnership, and everything looks as beautiful. And it started crazy. And it's not really starting crazy. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm literally speaking the truth. If I was lying on you, if I was saying things about people individually or personally attacking, I can understand where maybe you would have some issues. But at the end of the day, I'm only speaking the truth. And these are things that you have to fix because in the league, in the era of the internet and transparency and people being able to see things, they don't like me yet. You know, they will like me though. I know they will. You know what I'm saying? This is how it goes, right? This is part of my process, right? I got to get loud and tell the truth before they turn it around. But once we get this together, we are going to be able to improve the quality of football. High school coaches, you guys need to get more involved. I call it high school coaches out in Chesterfield. Why are you not more involved with the programs? And matter of fact, I'm going to tell you why. The high school coaches, a lot of them, they know it's a pool of kids. They try to see a pool of talent, but they're not as involved with the program because they don't respect it from football. They respect the football players. They think you got good players, but they don't like how you're developing them. So what they want to do is grab those players, and then they got to go reteach them in 8th grade. Y'all understand that that's too late to be trying to wait and teach them basics in 8th grade because you wanted to stay at such and such program because you drink wine with such and such mama on the weekends while y'all watch the games all day. Because really, y'all doing it for yourselves. If your kid is special and you're not, and you can recognize that it'd be another better program for them, You got to be able to. I'm telling you, Bub. I know it. We got a high school coach on here right now. It's exhausting for the coaches. I've heard it more than one time, and they don't want to burn any bridges, right? Everybody wants a feeder program. That's what it's going to be. Fly Boys versus Glen Lee Metro Championship. We too late to get in Metro, and we're not going CQL. So, man, listen. Don't ever take anything I say on these lives personal. Don't ever take it as love lost. Just know I'm gonna always speak the truth. I'm gonna always speak facts, right? And get out of your feelings for a minute. Listen to the content. Listen to what we're saying. Take heed to it. This is a better way for me to do this because the powers that be, hopefully you're listening to this in a place and your mind is a place of rest where you can say, you know what, maybe this guy's right. He gets on my damn nerves, but sometimes he's right. Maybe we need to fix some things. Somebody call his phone, tell him let's have a meeting. Let's pull this thing together. Let's see how we can do it. How amazing would it be after all this bullshit to watch CQL and FLi Boys of Chesterfield create something amazing and have a partnership where we can start to build off and actually raise the quality of football. I'm here for you, CQL, but stop fighting me and stop fighting what I'm trying to bring to the table and want you to take some suggestions. And I don't know who's in control, but the bullshit votes for people that want to keep the things in their favor because these bad rules and bad things that you have are favoring these certain programs. Y'all got to recognize which teams are doing that consistently. They want to keep play downs, and then then the best player on the team is a play down. If the best team on your team is a play down, then your championship shouldn't count. Take the trophy back like Reggie Bush and never get it back. Play downs are stupid. It's stupid. Stupid. It's unsafe. It doesn't make sense. It's not developmental. Get some coaches involved. High school coaches get involved so we can get the development done at the baseline level. We got to be able to understand cover 2, cover 3. We got to be able to draw and put these things on the board and have somewhere to go take these kids so they can actually teach. And it's all local leagues. Yeah, it's all local leagues. And I get it. I get it though, right? Look, it is what it is. So have no problem with the local leagues unless you responded to somebody else. But the local leagues have the most kids. The local leagues also have the most kids, obviously, that will not move on to the next level. So parents, please understand, if your kid is a beast, bring him to FLi to see if he's really a beast. Beating their chest with play downs, you already know. If your kid is actually a beast, if your kid is actually good, if your kid actually has potential, then bring him outside to really see and test, right? We got a team, the Chiefs, that came over, and the coach, great guy, he said, from my 707 league, he said, man, my son said he wanted to play football, so I wanted him to see real football. I didn't want him to play that stuff over there. And we ain't got to call out what that stuff over there is, but it's other leagues. And he didn't want to put them in that league because it's going to give him a false sense of security. And then he's going to go out on the real football field and get smoked. So why would I do that? Why would I set my child up? And I said, dude, you're right. You're one of the first people that I've heard agree in that sentiment. And you were a coach. So that makes sense. Somebody that actually understands football. I don't think we have enough people that are football guys involved in making those decisions. Did they play football? But are they football guys, man? Right? At the head of my organization, top of my organization are football guys. So we make football decisions. Now, I'm a businessman and I'm obviously the CEO, and therefore I make the business decisions that coordinate with the football decisions. One of the worst things that happened in the last several months, I had the opportunity to work with Rise and Under Armour. And I thought that was a great opportunity, but y'all probably can tell that I really don't do well with a lot of control. And they want to control my marketing. They didn't want me to create a website. They didn't want me to create a single place where everybody can go because I had multiple things going on. 707 wasn't going anywhere. And the gentleman told me to take my football hat off and put my business hat on in order to do Rise and flag football with Under Armour. And that told me that Under Armour does not care about the quality of football on that level, which was fine. But you weren't going to make me not care about the level of football. I wanted it to be a fun league, obviously. I wanted to be a little higher. I wanted to be a step up from some of the things that were outside available. I don't like beating people 50 to 60 to nothing. The parents don't like beating people 50 to 60 to nothing. After week 3, when we beat you 50 to 60 to nothing, obviously it's boring. We got to go all the way to Florida to get comp. And once again, you guys are competing in your own county and won't come outside and don't realize that the minute you walk around, it's way better people outside of here. So I'm taking my kids all the way to Florida. Like I said, last year we went all the way to Florida just to get competition. Just to get competition. The 2 teams we lost to, the 2 teams that played in the championship. Lost one on seeding day, lost one on the championship day. So we beat you by 50, and then we went and got beat by 20. We beat you by 50. We beat every team by 50, and then went down there 30 to 50, whatever. Beat, you know what I'm saying, semantics. So we beat everybody badly in Richmond. And then we went to Florida and got beat by 20. Are we still behind on 7-on-7? The reason why we're behind on 7-on-7 is because the biggest 7-on-7 league is not running 7-on-7 rules. I think that 7-on-7 this spring, we're quick to pick it up because we know football on the other side of town. And Rico gets it. They think Highland Springs win multiple state championships. They gets it. They have some dogs, they have some athletes, but I think that 7-on-7 that's going on Sundays, playing at a high level, getting those kids going. My son yesterday was standing in the pocket and threw the ball quick, and I was like, "Why you throw the ball like that? You had time." He said, "Oh shoot, I was thinking 4 seconds." Like, y'all not understanding the steps of the process. The reason why we do 4 seconds at 8 years old, because once he does have somebody coming at him, he's going to have to get that thing out of his hands. I told y'all on the documentary that there was a math and a science behind what I was doing strategically on everything I have on every level with the kids that I have around me. And you either see it or you don't. We beat everybody badly. What you say, Tears? Different rules, Rich. Yeah, different rules, right. Well, the rules are built to help the kids have fun and be able to play a recreational game. And you got to be able to make sure that you have developmental things inside your program. If you're going to be the largest, you have a big responsibility, CQL, by being the largest sports organization and almost a monopoly. Like y'all want to be a monopoly. Y'all want to run everything, right? Y'all want to run the football. Y'all want to control where kids go. If they don't go, they can't move to the school. Let's say I don't like the coach. Let's say I'm a good quarterback. I got a good quarterback. We come to your organization. You got an okay quarterback. Well, that okay quarterback's dad is on the board. Who do you think starting that quarterback? Okay. Cool. We're not going to ruffle your feathers. We're not going to disrupt the apple cart. We'll go to another organization. Oh, no. We're not going to let you do that. Now, why? Why won't they let you do that? Well, A, they don't want to compete with you. B, it'll expose the daddy ball. So they hold your kid hostage or make them get a waiver. Kids aren't slaves. The kids aren't property. Let these kids go whatever organization they want to go to. If you're scared that everybody's going to flock to one organization, put some parameters in to make sure that there's an equal playing field. Put some things like the any skipping of registrations, any of those type of things. Take those things out the box and let kids go where the organization is the best. Guess what that puts pressure on people to do? That puts pressure on you to run a high-level organization. By you doing things the way you're doing it, it's not competitive, and you do not have to have any high level of football, high level of coaches, or high level of run program. By me saying you automatically have to go here because you live here, that means you automatically give me kids. You do not have kids that will come to you because they want to come to you. Because if I had a team in the CQL, how many kids would come to me? Take your rules and your barriers off. Y'all hate me. If I ran a team in the CQL, let's just say the FLi Boys had an organization in the CQL right now. It's neighborhood ball. Yes, neighborhood driven. So it's an elementary school, actually. So whatever elementary school. So what do you think? Don't that keep an even playing field? It keeps an even playing field. Yes. What I'm saying is the even playing field is everybody having the opportunity to recruit whatever kids they want to do. Bring whatever kids in that they want to bring in, and let the programs produce that. Let the programs dictate how good the kids are, not your elementary school making my kid go here. If I'm a first-year organization, second-year organization, and I'm brand new, and my football quality isn't there yet, I don't have the coaches yet, because I go to this elementary school, I'm supposed to send my kid there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So if I got a kid that can actually play ball, and you tell me my kid has to go to the organization because I went to this elementary school, and I go over there and I go to practice, and it's not the level that I want, now what am I supposed to do? I got to go get a waiver, but they're gonna see that my kid is pretty good, and I'm gonna say, yeah, no, we about to go over here and go to Crenshaw, we about to go over here and go to Salem, or we about to go, and they're like, I don't want you to have no. So then they got to fight with it. Now we got to argue like, what? Why are we doing that? Why is that even a thing? To prevent super teams because you don't want competition. Man, stacking prevention. Why would we stack prevent? And look, let me just say this. Look, if we're gonna prevent stacking in the league, that's cool. But then allow them 8, 9, 10 and let them folks play their age. I mean, Joe, that's cool. I think playing age is cool. I think stacking prevention is cool. I think, in my eyes, once you get over 10, after 10, like, 8, 9, 10, and then 10, you should go every 2. That's another rule, CQL. You should have 7U tackle football. Y'all are putting the kids behind the 8 ball by not having 7U tackle football, and those kids are ready to play. You should not have these kids playing flag football at 7 years old. And if they are having a 7-year-old, you guys know how much you were leaving on the table by not having a 7U league? Jesus Christ. Add that to the table. Add that to the next vote. Y'all losing it by not having 7U tackle football. That's absolutely ridiculous. And because your only option is for my kid to go play 9U with play downs. Should we really expose tackling? 7-year-olds, not unders. I didn't say unders. I'm saying 7s. 7s, yes. 100% 7s, yes. We can expose tackling to 7. 7U flag tackling anywhere with the flag. Pretty much. But listen. I'm gonna shut it down. We've been going about an hour. Look, man. Nobody's out here trying to disparage anybody. Nobody's out here trying to do anything but expose and speak the truth, and then improve the programs, right? I'm passionate about the game. I'm passionate about the area that I live in. I got an 8-year-old, so we got a few years to upgrade this stuff, right? We got some great facilities, some great programs out here, some great football teams. Those teams will be better if we improve the quality of the youth football. So therefore, I do a lot of talking to the main youth football organization, which happens to be CQL. CQL, if you have a Rich Rogers in your backyard, everything that I have been able to do in the last year, people, listen, how is it that I've been in the CQL and I have nothing to do with anything from a consultant, from a board, from a coaching, nothing with CQL, but I have one of the higher level programs in the city. Most of the better players of the city coming through my program right now. And we're just building, right? I run an entire league, but then we talk about head coaching teams with some of these leagues that are in leagues that aren't as competitive, and they're trying to hire other people. I don't understand this stuff. And I'm not going to hustle or tussle or argue about any coaching jobs at youth football. I can create my own program. There's plenty of people that would love me to come and head coach their teams. If I have come and head coach a team, you've seen what's happened. We do well. We're going to slide off of here, man. Look, development ages learn the game. Man, look. So, Luke, I think 7U should have a flag option. I think you should have a tackle option as well. Let me clarify that. I'm not saying you got to make a kid play tackle at 7. I'm saying that you should have a 7U tackle. Think about how many teams the CQL have, how many organizations they have. What, 20? They got to have at least 20, probably more than that. I think they did the tournament is 8 and 8, right? 16, 30 some teams. Like, they got plenty of teams. So if you take half those teams that do want to have 7U and half those teams that don't want to have 7U, you still have 2 leagues. And the games are not played in any different capacity because they play 11 on 11 flag in the CQL. So if the kid needs development 7 and under, then let them play development ball 7 and under. If the parents aren't comfortable with them playing 7 and under, then let them play development ball 7 and under. But then they've got to jump straight up and go play 9U football after 7 against 10-year-old playing down. So the reason why I say they need to have something for the kids at 7U, and they need to have an 8U spring. 8U has absolutely no reason to be playing 11 on 11, 40-yard in flag football. 8U should be playing tackle football. I will provide 8U spring for those folks. Y'all's kids should have been playing. All the kids that are in the CQL playing 7-on-7 right now, their parents are nervous about them tackling in the fall, worried about them getting trained correctly. Contact me. We will do a tackle camp this summer. We're going to do a form fitting camp this summer. We're going to make sure that the kids are known, because this is the hole in the process. If you teach your kid early in CQL without permission, they suspending coaches and fining them for teaching them how to play. What? This is like, it's too much control, man. Y'all got to just relax. Let people do 8U tackle soon. Yes, I'm doing 8U tackle. 8U tackle will be here. I should have 8U, 10U, 12, and probably 14. It's depending on my coaches. And if we don't like if we see something we don't like, we're going to pull up on somebody. We got places to go, right? We got folks to go. If they try anything funny with any of the processes, with anywhere I go, then we'll just go somewhere else. It's okay. I got most folks know what we bring to the table from FLi, and most folks are strategic enough and smart enough to know that there's nothing that can hurt your program that comes to me. No BS, no fights, no argument, no trash, no ghetto bullshit. None of that is coming from me. We're going to talk a lot of football. We talk trash in the realm of football. I teach the kids how to play at a high level. We fly around. We build confidence. We have a great time. Farrell, we got to I need Aslan in training tonight. Tonight we got training. Tonight we got training at the facility, 6 o'clock. If you have not been here yet, if you're not signed up yet, DM me. Man, Joe, y'all gonna smoke. Man, listen, Joe, you're gonna get so frustrated with beating people 70-0, and the coach and they gonna start throwing flags on y'all for nothing. 6 o'clock. I'll be here at 6 o'clock. And if you got CQL practice, skip it. If you got CQL practice, skip it and come get training tonight. If you're on a CQL team and you skip practice and come tonight, 6 p.m., 6513 Iron Bridge Place, tonight is on me. So if you got CQL practice, skip it and come on. Do not go to CQL practice tonight. I want everybody here. I want as many people possible in this building, inside and out. Coaches, it's all good. Man, do training on Monday, Wednesday, champ. Why, man? Joe, listen, bring baby Joe to training tonight. Tell Hopkins you'll be there another day. Come on, man. Skip it. Look, man, listen. You know I know you hate missing practice, but y'all got to understand, what is he going to get? What is he going to get more of? He going to get more out of being in here with me. So my frustration is, once again, when you have size, the CQL is big. Parents are telling me we can't come to training because we have CQL practice while they're teaching you how to play 7-on-7 and the center can go out. God damn it, forget that. Come over here and get this good training. It's for free tonight. If you skip CQL practice and come, we will not charge you. Come see what we do in this building. DM me so I can know how many kids expect, so I can make sure your programming is right tonight. But tonight is on me. Pull up tonight, see the difference, see what we do, and let's get this thing going, man. Can't be physical. What's the time? 6 o'clock, man. We'll be here at 6. Pull up, man. Pull up. It's okay. I promise you, your kid's going to get better, and then when he goes to practice on Thursday, then he's going to smoke that shit. It's going to be better. Your kid is not going to get worse from coming to a training session with me today. Come on through. Come today. If you skip, listen, I'm saying it now. Miss the CQL practice and come train with Coach Rich today and watch the level of training that we get with these kids. We got indoor, we got outdoor, we've got the tires, we got the Vertimax, we got the plyos, we have the hip mobility, we got the hip flexibility, we've got the recovery, we got the stretching, we've got everything that you need here for your child to be a more agile child, more agile and developed person and individual. It's an hour, 1 hour, 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Come on, get some. We're going to have a great group in here tonight. Majority of my FLi boys are coming through that signed up for training. and I will show y'all some love on our calls to get y'all rolling. But yeah, man, 6 to 7, man, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do it on purpose, right? Once again, I would love to partner with the CQL. CQL, let's partner up. Let's figure out how to make this thing happen. We got too much. I think the potential together is way better than it is apart. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna run apart, we're gonna run apart, and people are gonna see the difference. Come train with Coach Rich and be on the bitch next game. Hey, ain't nobody worried about being on the bench in the CQL. Trust and believe. Look, man, get the kids better. All right. If your coach benches your child because they came to training, then you're at the wrong organization. If your coach, because first of all, y'all parents miss training, I miss practice anyway. And I'm not putting up any videos. So if anybody puts a video up, it's on you. Tonight it's private. So when the coach starts hearing, just tell him he got something else to do tonight. Shit. If your kid got something else to do, he got something else to do. If his brother got a basketball game or a baseball game, or he got to go out of town, or his grandma got something, you can make both. Give me like, yeah, you good, man? Just come. Look, baby Joe ain't gonna want to leave though. You know he ain't gonna want to leave, man. Bring my dog to me, man. Yeah, my dog out there talking trash to me this weekend, man. I don't like being on the other side of Baby Joe, man. He's supposed to be over with me. That's my dog, man. But yeah, pull up, man. We got you, Joe. Yeah, man. But hey, look, straight up tonight, we're gonna go ahead and open the doors up. FLi Foundation Community Center. If y'all don't know, last year I opened up this community center. I haven't put any signage outside. We've been kind of low while we were getting things together, but we got the man, we got the sauce, man. We will do tonight is going to be one of the better sessions because I know it's going to be a lot of people because I just announced that we letting y'all come through. But I want a great group of kids in here tonight. Y'all come through. I'm gonna just go ahead and order pizza. Bub, can you make it tonight, Bub? Or you got practice too? You with me tonight? I know I got today Tuesday. I'm gonna have to pull Coach Reese in. Coach Reese, I know you're gonna be mad. I'll be pulling him into everything. My man love coaching like I do, though. So look, man, tonight's the night. Mace will be here. Thank you, man. That's my dog. Tonight's the night. Please send me a DM. Say we're coming. I'll text you back. I just gonna need like a little email or whatever from you, just so I got you. All right, let's go, bud. We get them in there. So come through, man. Come through. Call my Kel. All my Canes, man. I want my Canes family in there. Let's get them in here, man. Can anyone get there early? Can more? Yeah, I'll be here. Don't get here no earlier than 5 o'clock. Don't get here no earlier than 5 o'clock. Give me some time with my boy. You know what I'm saying? Me and RJ, I pick him up at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got a couple hours without having to do nothing but chill. And he can come back in the back. He can play the video games or whatever. So yeah, come through. Tonight's the night. It's going to be a big night. FLi Foundation Community Center, 6513 Iron Bridge Place. It's 6513 Iron Bridge Place. Let me see. Can I put that on the bottom of the screen? Ain't that a way that I can do this little banner thing? Hold on. Let me show you. Let me do this real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I can do this right now. 6513 Iron Bridge Place. Man, take the address down. 6 to 7 o'clock. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come check us out. Scroll it across the bottom. Boop. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Where'd it go? Oh, no, add the banner. There we go. Boop. There it is. 6513 Iron Bridge Place from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tonight only. Come get this free training. See what we do. Come check out the level, okay? It's high intensity. It's high work. It's high quality. Your kid is going to have a ton of fun while you watching work. Probably the hardest that he's ever worked. He's going to get so much out of 1 hour of practice with me. You can be like, all right, Rich, now I see it. I can show you better than I can tell you because anybody can say whatever they want to say. But come on through 6 o'clock. Skip practice wherever you got to go tonight. Tell the coach you got something else to do. I know it's baseball games and older siblings. Tell them something, right? Just tell them you got something to do. Mind their business. You paid your registration fees. Your child gets to miss a practice if he feels like it. Come on to me, get training. You miss a practice, come get training. You ain't miss a practice, go play Fortnite. So look, man, I'm logging off. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna do a separate live. I'll do tomorrow. I got the schedule out. I'm gonna create the banner, create the graphics, and then I'll put the schedule out, and then we'll go over the recap of next week. We've been on over an hour, so we're gonna shut it down. All right, love y'all. Peace. Stay fly. Y'all already know. In the stream. In the